What that means is it's not just a absolute wild, wild west again on force reset triggers. That's not the agreement. The agreement has some caveats in there. So it has to be a forced reset trigger. Basically, the rare breed design, their patent, is not going to be considered a machine gun by this agreement. And the other part is it can't be put into a pistol. Now, important to note that for the purpose of this agreement, a pistol defines as a magazine in the grip. So an AR pistol does not meet the definition of a pistol for this particular agreement. It does everywhere else, but not this particular agreement. So ostensibly, the forced reset trigger is okay in an AR pistol under this agreement. So, and bear in mind, I'm not a lawyer, and if I was a lawyer, I'm still not your lawyer. So, check this out, and don't just believe a talking head on the internet, including me, because a lot of folks do the clickbait on the internet, and they say, "Oh, this is legal, that's legal," when it hasn't been completely resolved in the court case yet, like silencers. But the whole force reset trigger and bump stock thing. The other part of that agreement is that Rare Breed has to enforce their patent. There was a whole big patent argument going on between Rare Breed and another company that they were also trying to resolve while the ATF thing was going on. So this kind of puts some shade to that too. But what it also means is that if someone comes up with a type of forced reset trigger outside of Rare Breed's patent, ATF could still classify that trigger as a machine gun, and we're back to square one with that. So it only pertains to that one that has a locking bar that forces the trigger to reset when the bolt carries to the rear. The forced reset trigger that
their specific design.
Their specific design, right?
Gotcha. Okay.
So there are some limitations, and just about, I wouldn't say all. The majority of stuff that I've seen on the internet where people are talking about, oh, forced reset triggers are legal again, they just leave it at that. They don't tell you, well, yeah, but, and the yeah, but is what changes your name from consumer to defendant, right? So we don't want that to happen.